What's going on, nerds and geeks? Nerd of the 90s here, and I'm back. Sorry guys about Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I am working on that video. Unfortunately, right now I couldn't actually watch the movie on Friday. My mom got sick with the flu, so I had to take care of her. And I was going to watch it on Saturday, but still my mom got worse that day, so I had to stay and take care of her. I'll be watching the movie as of tomorrow on New Year's Day, and I'm going to review it exactly from that day. And let's talk about my top 10 games of 2018, because this year was an absolutely great year of video games. I got my hands on really good games, and not only that too, I own 4 games right now that I have here on my list, and other ones that I did got my hands on, and another ones that I rented and then I couldn't finish, but at the same time there's a few of them that I did manage to finish them off. And even though I own an Xbox One and not a PS4 or a Nintendo Switch, let's cut to the chase and let's just go on with the top 10 games. Detroit Become Human. Detroit Become Human was, to me, an absolute amazing game with great story, great characters. Connor, who was absolutely one of my favorite characters. Kara and also Marcus were great characters, but to me, Connor was the one that stole the show. Even though the story itself is the androids trying to fight for their own freedom, and another one has their own motivations. For example, Marcus wants to fight for the freedom of the androids, seeing how much everybody has treated androids as workers and servants to all the human beings. Kara is doing her best as she can in order to help a little girl with a father who was abusing her. And Connor, who was absolutely one of my favorite characters, working as a detective, or should I say a detective assistant, working with Mr. Krabs himself, or should I say Clancy Brown, who I thought, to me, his performance was absolutely really great. I thought the game itself was absolutely fantastic. The decisions that you make were heartbreaking. There was many moments that in the game that will at least make you drop a tear. Oh, and it got me really, really bad, especially the ending where you want to absolutely get a 100% great ending in order for everybody to survive. But there's so many decisions that here in this game that were really drop you down. And to me, I gotta say, Detroit Become Human, even though it's on PS4, is an absolutely amazing game. Who knows if we're gonna get a sequel to this, because seeing how the controversy is going on with David Cage and the rest of the development team, that's the question, because I want more. Number 9, to me, Shadow of the Tomb Raider was a great game, an absolutely fantastic game. This one, to me, was a great game, but it did suffer with the ending itself, a little bit on the narrative, and also the villain, who had some small screen time. I thought, to me, the game was absolutely great. It is a great trilogy without a doubt, but to me, number 1, the first game from the reboot in 2013 was the best one. The second one was actually pretty good. It did have made a lot of improvements, and it did manage to be a little bit more of the first game, but the third one does suffer from its narrative itself. But to me, the performance by Camilla Luddington as Lara Croft, and same thing with the voice actor of Jonah, who to me was absolutely great. I did love the chemistry between those characters. At least here, she's not much ragdolling like in previous games. And to me, I thought the game was amazing. And who knows, I'm really disappointed, because let's explain here. The only disappointment I didn't like about the game is, where the hell is Lara Croft's double guns? I would have loved to see Lara Croft's butler in the very ending to at least give your father left something for you, and I hope this will work in your adventures, and then we get to see the 2 double pistols. That would have been amazing, but unfortunately we never got that. But we have DLC coming out, which to me, we're going to be seeing some more stuff that maybe or maybe not we might get a 4th game, and then also we're going to see why the villain has his own generic motivations of why he wants to at least do some changes to the Earth, even though before the apocalypse shows up, since Lara Croft triggered it in this story. But anyways, to me, the game is absolutely amazing. Shadow of the Tomb Raider is a great game. So yeah, without a doubt, it shows up on my list. Coming in at number 8 is Mega Man 11. It's been 8 freaking years, Capcom, and you finally brought the Blue Bomber back. And not only that too, it put a smile on my face. I thought, to me, Mega Man 11 is an absolute nostalgic return for the franchise. And I gotta say, Mega Man 11's graphics, soundtrack, and the gameplay itself is absolutely awesome. It is as hard as it was back in the classic games. And I gotta say, Capcom, thank you for bringing back Mega Man. All I can say is this. I really did love this game a lot. All I can say is this, Capcom. This is not the only game that you guys got right. And I will put it on a mention here. Street Fighter Arcade Edition didn't manage to fix everything. We finally got arcade mode, which everybody requested. We did got some classic characters coming back. Sakura, Blanca, Sagat, Cody, and then we got 2 new characters, which is G and Falk, which are pretty good characters, and G kind of is like a representation of Q from Street Fighter Third Strike. And yeah, so Mega Man 11, Thanks for bringing back the Mega Man franchise back and remembering him. Please bring back Mega Man the X series, and not only that, to bring in Mega Man Legends 3. We've been waiting for that game for many years after its delays and its cancellation. Can you please at least remember those games and be developing it? Like, for example, we got Mega Man 11 in 2018. I hope we get this year in the upcoming year of 2019. I hope there's an announcement of Mega Man X9 and also an announcement for Mega Man Legends 3. Please, Capcom, you brought the Blue Bomber back, might as well bring in those other franchises back, because I love the Mega Man series and also the Zero series and maybe the Battle Network. You can give that one a shot. Coming in at number 7 is Far Cry 5. It's the return of guns since the game that came out 2 years ago, which was Far Cry Primal, which takes you back to the Stone Age. It was an interesting setup for the Far Cry series, and yeah, everybody was a little mad that there's no more guns, no more explosions, no more anything anymore, and then also English language too, because in Primal they were speaking in their own language in the Stone Age. This time in Far Cry 5, which is pretty much the 5th main game of the series, is a return to form with guns, explosions, and also not one, not two, not three, but 4 main villains of the series, which is Joseph C, the main bad guy. I thought, to me, the story is absolutely great. The ending, though, just questioned me so many times, but it was already addressed too at the Video Game Awards, which we got Far Cry New Dawn coming up in 2019, even though it's going to be rivaling against Rage 2. That ending, though, from Far Cry 5 kept me guessing, but it's already been addressed. All I can say is, Ubisoft, you did nail out of the park with Far Cry 5. I did love the explosions, the disastrous things you can do in Montana. And yeah, I'm actually literally looking forward to Far Cry New Dawn. Coming in at number 6, Dragon Ball FighterZ, or should I say FighterZ. Bandai Namco, you did nail it out of the park. Yeah, Arc System Works, you guys absolutely nailed it out of the park developing this game with the Blaze Blue and the Guilty Gear series, and then doing this with the Dragon Ball franchise. Absolutely awesome. I gotta say, this is to me one of my favorite Dragon Ball Z games that I have ever played, beating Tenkaichi, Budokai, even Sagas. Sagas I did like, it's a bit of a guilty pleasure. And also beating the Xenoverse games. The Xenoverse games is a 3D fighting game, but this one, which is reminiscent of the Marvel vs. Capcom series, and what Marvel vs. Capcom should have been. The story is a bit iffy. It does deserve to be winning the Video Game of the Year. Bandai Namco, absolutely amazing job, and same thing to you, Arc System Works. This made you guys a household name, and I'm looking forward to see what you guys have in store for Season 2. All I can see is I hope we get to see Gogeta, Jiren, Kefla, Master Roshi. Surprises is definitely one of my 5th favorite fighting games I have ever played in my entire life. Coming in at number 5 is Assassin's Creed Odyssey. What Fallout 76 should have done, but this is actually way better than Fallout 76. Assassin's Creed Odyssey is huge, beautiful. To me, this game is, wow, it's mind-blowing. And going to the RPG status of the game was absolutely a fantastic thing. Even though it was hinting that in Origin, Ubisoft, you guys did really nail out of the park with this. And yeah, this is the best game you guys have made by far this year. I gotta give credit to the voice actors, to the voice actor of Alexios. Yeah, say all you want about the voice actor, but he does have ancestors from the past. Same thing with the voice actress with Cassandra. To me, this is absolutely my 3rd favorite Assassin's Creed games of all. In the next Assassin's Creed game, we get to go to medieval Japan. Just go all out with the next Assassin's Creed game. Coming in at number 4, Monster Hunter World. The first hour of the game, I was surprised. I loved the world itself. But then later on, when you got the hang of it, you will get your ass kicked alive by the monsters, even though you will be taken down, fainted. Sometimes there's moments that it's frustrating, a pain in the ass, and most importantly, you're going to be asking yourself, how the hell I can do this? All you got to do is just think of all the monster's weaknesses, the monster's attacks, in order for you to do better. And I gotta say, Capcom does nail out of the park, and what's so shocking that this game, the day it came, a few months that it came out, 7.8 million copies sold, which is absolutely insane. Capcom, stop relying on Resident Evil and Monster Hunter so damn much. I understand they're like the most sold games in all of the series, especially in the modern days. But remember, Capcom, what made you guys a household name? Mega Man. You brought him back this year. Thank you. Phoenix Wright, Darkstalkers, Marvel vs. Capcom, Street Fighter, which now it's much more better and stuff like that. But you got to get everybody's attention, because nowadays kids now don't give a damn about any classic games. All they care about is Fortnite, Minecraft, Five Nights at Freddy's, Call of Duty, and that's pretty much about it. Everything else is just dead to them. Monster Hunter and Resident Evil may pay your bills, but remember, you have other franchises that you have to focus on. So I'll give you guys all the credit with that. Coming in at number 3, I don't own this game, but I did got my hands on it. SpiderMan for the PS4 is absolutely one of the best superhero games I have ever played in my entire life. SpiderMan. And what's so freaking sad is that they made it an only PS4 exclusive. But what the fuck? Insomniac Games, I understand you guys have a bit of a dark past with Microsoft, but come on! Let your relationships just slide away, because I heard you guys are making another Sunset Overdrive, so I hope that actually is being considered. Please just release it for the Xbox One and also for the Switch. Spider-Man for the PS4 has a great story. We get to see a much more older and wiser Spider-Man. I love the story of how it is. We get to see a bit of a huge twist in the very end. I thought, to me, it was absolutely great. And even the DLC got even better. All I can say about this game is it's beautiful, it's amazing. All I can say is this to you, Marvel. You got this game right, other than Marvel vs. Capcom. But remember, you still have Avengers, which we already got a Marvel's Ultimate Alliance coming out. And an Avengers game that's being announced for Square Enix. So I hope we get to see more of this. Since I don't own a Switch, I'm going to have to go with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. HAL Laboratories, or should I say Masahiro Sakurai and the rest of the team, bringing in everyone, and I mean everyone, including Pikachu, was pretty much the bad character in the Melee series, was absolutely mind-blowing. Bringing in at least 74 characters at launch, and then bringing in Piranha Plant 2, which was an absolute shocking surprise in that. And then not only that, too, we already got one announced character, which is Joker from the Persona series. Wow, absolutely insane, and it just blew everybody's minds. All we can say is, I wonder what they're going to bring out for the roster. The game is absolutely amazing. The fighting is really good. It's reminiscent to Melee. The classic mode is absolutely even better than previous games. The adventure mode has its own negatives and stuff like that, but to me, at least the adventure mode is a lot of fun, and even though I would have loved to see some more interactive cutscenes, like in the way it was in Brawl, this is absolutely one of my favorite fighting games I've ever played, and it does topple down Melee. I love you, Melee, but looks like you're going to be leaving on the list, and you're going to be going on number 6. I can't wait to see what happens next with the 4 other characters that are left to be announced. I hope we get to see Banjo-Kazooie, Crash Bandicoot, which would be mind-blowing, Dante from Devil May Cry, and I hope we at least get this 4th character, maybe Waluigi, Dixie Kong, Tails, or Dr. Eggman from Sonic. It surprises Masahiro Sakurai and the rest of the development team, because this deserves a lot of credit. And I gotta say, you guys nailed it. Alright guys, let's talk about honorable mentions here, because you guys are probably wondering about one game in specific. Call of Duty Black Ops 4. The Battle Royale was amazing, even though it didn't have the story elements. It just managed to falter not to show up on my list. Dead Cells, which is a Metroidvania game, Super Mario Party, Yakuza 6, the Song of Life. Here's my last honorable mention. God of War? I'm sorry, okay? I never got my hands on this game, and I never get to play it at all. I had a friend who had a God of War, but I never had the chance to play it at his house, so fuck! It did deserve to be Game of the Year. I love the performances with Kratos and the boy. But I'm sorry, guys, I didn't put it on my list because I never got my hands on it. But you guys already know who number 1 is. Red Dead Redemption 2. Man, I absolutely love the game. The open world. The way you have to take care of characters, you have to shave your character's beard, cut his hair, take him a bath, or hell, just leave him the way it is. You also have to take care of your horse, feed yourself. There's so many aspects in the game, and also the Dutch Van der Linde and the rest of the game. We get to see how everything was before the Dutch Van der Linde game just separated themselves in the very first game. To me, the voice performances by Arthur Morgan. I actually liked him even more than John Marston, and it hurts me to say this because John Marston is an absolutely outstanding character right next to Arthur Morgan. But Arthur Morgan, to me, I thought he was much better. I really did love everything about this game, without a doubt, and to me, Rockstar Games nails it out of the park. I'm going to say this to you right now, Rockstar. You guys have other franchises. Bully, Midnight Club, LA Noire, and I might get crap from this, Manhunt 3. Where the hell is the Manhunt series? That's all I got to say, guys. This is my top 10 games of the year. 2019 is going to be another big year for video games. So without a doubt, guys, that's my top 10. What is your top 10 list? Put it down in the comments down below. I'll be seeing you guys next time with maybe Spider-Man to the Spider-Verse with the review coming out tomorrow. Well, anyways, guys, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.